What's up, guys? This is Anime Crossover. I'm back with a new episode of What If Naruto Was Godspeed in DC Part 7. And if you did enjoy the video, give this video a like. And if you're new to my channel and like my content, subscribe and hit the notification bell for my crossover fictions. Now let's begin this new video.
Chapter 10 STAR Laboratories. You two are exceeding what I calculated, Harrison observed with a smile. I need to stay here a little longer, he thought neutrally, as he needed to ensure that no additional incidents like the one with Blackout occurred.
I know, I never thought I'd be this fast, thanks to Naruto's help, Barry exclaimed gleefully. You know, I've always wondered, can speedsters share or take speed from others or things? Naruto inquired. We're still learning what you can and cannot do, Mr. Namikaze, so please take baby steps into the unknown, Harrison added, recalling Caitlin informing him about the experiment in which she introduced bar cells to his. But imagine how fast Barry could go if Naruto gave him some of his speed. Wait, wouldn't that turn him into dust? Cisco inquired.
Let's not find out. Remember, certain things have a limit, like consider them both batteries. Naruto giving Barry speed might make him explode, and Naruto taking power from Barry may temporarily increase your speed, but it'll be like taking cheap fuel and putting it in a car, Harrison said, not knowing what energy absorption was like.
Too much energy for the battery could cause the battery to explode, yikes, Naruto realized. Yes, so let's keep doing what we're doing, thank you, Harrison remarked, smiling. That stinks, Barry muttered, trembling slightly at the prospect of blowing up. Well, I say, saving a couple from a burning car fills our quota for tonight, so let's hit the hay, Naruto smiled.
I agree with Naruto, Caitlin smirked. Cisco, can I talk to you for a minute? She asked, leading him away from the group. I was looking for my tablet at your workstation, and I found this, she replied, clutching the tablet that displayed Firestorm information. I can explain. I know you said we should stop looking for Ronnie. Cisco was about to add anything when Caitlin interrupted him off.
I never said that. I said we should be cautious in our search for him, and don't forget it's Stein at the controls, Caitlin clarified. Oh, my bad, Cisco admitted, forgetting that tidbit. I still can't believe we can't track the radiation as frequently, Naruto stated as he searched for radiation sources, and with the exception of the rare spike, Ronnie was long gone. I still can't believe it's your old college professor driving, Cisco added.
Martin is old, but he can surprise you, Naruto replied, smiling. Also, despite Ronnie's mind, Stein has years of wisdom, which doesn't really surprise me because he's in control, he smirked, as he and Stein frequently got into disagreements and arguments.
Well, I say, let's go home and worry about finding Stein, Ronnie tomorrow, Caitlin stated, not wanting to waste too much of her time on this after she and Naruto worked on it for hours a day.
Naruto, a word, Harrison inquired. Yeah, what's up? Naruto inquired. Ms. Lair and Ms. Vandam asked me this morning if they could join all of this. We have their suits, but I need your input for them, Harrison remarked, motioning to them in the environment surrounding them.
Would be nice to have a cop on the inside other than Joe and kinda Eddie, Naruto stated as Joe informed Eddie that he worked with the Flash and Godspeed. And let's not forget Cupid, I mean Ms. I forgot her name, Harrison continued, without looking into her eyes.
Carrie Cutter, Naruto explained. Look, Naruto, they're your friends and lovers, but it's up to you whether we make them members of Team Godspeed or not, Harrison said, as Irma and Will had resolved to be heroes but couldn't do it alone.
Give me the night to think about it, okay. Naruto replied as Wells nodded, knowing that this would be a difficult decision to make in the heat of the moment.
Trust, Harrison said as he made Naruto stop. It is that trust you have in others that gives you strength, Naruto. The belief you have in others inspires people to do good, and I know it might seem scary to have them out there with you knowing that death is a real possibility. You just need to trust in yourself and in them, he said with a smirk.
Thank you, Dr. Wells, you inspire me to be better, believe it or not, Naruto stated as he walked away.
And you don't realize how much you've improved me, Naruto, Harrison reflected as he wheeled away.
The following day, Kurama, we're up, Naruto exclaimed as his pet fox continued to lick his face. Frost stated as she awoke, I swear he's cute, but not that cute. Naruto groaned as he felt Kurama drop his phone beside him. He read it and stated, a message from Joe, someone broke out of Iron Heights last night. Go get him, Tiger. I mean Foxy, Frost murmured, kissing him as he rushed to Iron Heights. I swear that's the only downside to super speed, you don't get a show, she smirked. Caitlin said as they switched, you can say that again, sister. He has such a wonderful ass, Frost thought to herself. Hell yeah he does, Caitlin smirked, having been practicing communicating and trading places with Frost on a daily basis. How about we try our hand at the hero game? Frost inquired, perplexed.
Let's get some more training in first, and then we'll talk about it, Caitlin stated as she prepared.
I'm sure Naruto would personally create our costume for us, Frost joked. I wouldn't mind trying to make it. Make something for us and something we could use to tease the hell out of him, Caitlin smirked as she examined her physique in the mirror. You're learning, Frost observed proudly. Maybe we could strip right there for him when he delivers it to us, she suggested, hoping to offer Caitlin ideas.
Oh yeah, and he can fuck us like he's been since I took your advice. Caitlin replied as she brushed her hair. Women are gods, Caitlin, and being worshipped by another lady like you is always fantastic, Frost smirked.
You got that damn right. Well, here's to another day, Caitlin murmured, blowing a kiss to herself in the mirror as she smirked her way out of Naruto's apartment. Along with Naruto, talk about leaving a trail, Naruto commented as they discovered something on the ground. I know, it's all over the place and it lets me out, Barry began before becoming silent, seeing his father in the cell's entryway. I think she was on that hill over there, it all came from a... What are you looking at? Naruto asked, noticing Barry's gaze was diverted elsewhere. Dad, Barry murmured as he walked over to his father and took his hand in his. Naruto immediately ceased speaking because he had never met Barry's father. Word around here is that Parker pulled a Shawshank? Henry inquired. Yep, and none of the other prisoners heard or saw anything, Joe responded, knowing that the folks here disliked officers and would not tell them anything. Leaves us with little to go on, Barry stated, since he despised these types of instances. Well, if anyone can figure out how Parker got out of here, it's you, son, Henry stated proudly. I'm going to kill Thon, Naruto replied solemnly. Barry, your father seems like a great man, he remarked, impressed that the man was so nice and wise in here. Thank you, Barry remarked, smiling. Come on, Alan, let's go, the security man dragging him away urged. You did that for him, didn't you, Joe? Naruto inquired, not thinking for a moment that it was a coincidence. The guard owed me a favor, Joe remarked, as he had been here a lot in the past several weeks attempting to relieve his guilt since he was the one who had brought Henry here. Listen, I've got to go talk to him, I'll be right back, he added as he walked away.
That's unusual, Naruto thought as Joe seemed to need to talk to Henry urgently. Oh god, please don't tell me Joe made him an informant. In prison, that was a poor move since you'd be cornered if they knew it was you. After a few hours with Cisco, how can you speak a dozen languages and sound like a dick in every one of them? Cisco wondered as Hartley showed him Martin Stein's bomb shadow.
I'll let that pass, and while we're talking, what do you think of Pied Piper, my hero name? Hartley asked as he assisted Cisco in analyzing Martin's cells from when the accident occurred in the hopes that the wall had some DNA to use. I'm still surprised you want to be a hero, Cisco remarked, ironically. Naruto has a way of changing everyone for the better, and I respect him, Hartley stated, regretting his behavior toward him.
About time, but how do we fix this? Cisco inquired, not being a geneticist.
No idea, I have no idea what Stein had with him that made the merge possible, and without that key, we might as well be killing them if we try to unmerge, Hartley remarked as he received a text from Roderick.
Perhaps Naruto does, I mean, with how buddy he is with Stein, maybe he can give us a clue, Cisco suggested.
Perhaps, but Naruto appears to be preoccupied with other matters. Let us try to lighten his load, Hartley remarked, hoping to redeem himself.
He's a master of multitasking, remember. Also, while we're talking, I keep wondering, when the heck are any lady speedsters gonna show? I mean, is it just guys with super speed? Cisco inquired, noting that there never seemed to be a female version of heroes.
You're asking a gay guy about girls? Hartley inquired.
Well, my other options are Dr. Wells, Barry, the most single man alive, or Naruto, the literal female aphrodisiac who created a lesbian bisexual dude, Cisco explained, noting that he didn't have many male acquaintances. Well, I say, give it time, maybe there's a lady speedster out there somewhere, we just haven't found her yet, Hartley remarked, trying not to be a jackass and opening up.
Cisco stated, I hope so, while Naruto is away. Quantum entanglement, impressive, Harrison added with a smile, or as Einstein would put, spooky action at a distance.
My father is capable of this, but his cells appear less erratic, Naruto observed as Shauna's cells moved erratically. Because his power is derived from energy, and by the way, thanks for the bullet warning, Barry explained as he only moved a third of the bullet's speed, preventing it from passing through his neck.
At least your reflexes are better now that you're moving fast enough to get something faster than you, Naruto stated as a bullet flew over 1,800 miles per hour. Yeah, thanks for that, but Shauna, every time we got close, she'd disappear. It was like we were playing a game of. Barry was about to finish when Caitlin interrupted. Peekaboo, come on, can't I name one? Caitlin said, enjoying the amusing moniker.
How am I, sorry, how are we supposed to catch her if we don't know where she's going to be? Barry wondered.
Can't grab her, she might be able to extend her ability, but she might also be able to prevent taking someone with her, Naruto explained, referring to how when he was sparring with his father and had him in a chokehold, he teleported only himself.
Yeah, tell that to me when I was hanging from that railing, Barry said.
I really don't see any reason from her record, she ain't that bad, Naruto replied, referring to her minor misdemeanors. Yeah, I mean, do we have to lock up every metahuman? Caitlin remarked, picking up bags of food for the captives, who looked like zoo animals. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm going to scout out the bars Shauna and Clay frequent. Wanna come, Caitlin? Naruto offered, hoping to spot one of them there. Nah, I'm coming to see how much I can drink, Frost remarked as he took the wheel.
I'll take either or, Snowflake, Naruto said, knowing Frost wanted more human interactions because she hadn't had much of them herself. Oh, and here, he said, giving her a small injection, those are nanites that'll prevent your eyes from shining when you want to go out, he said, knowing a woman with glowing baby blue eyes would cause panic.
Thank you, now come on, I hear this place is having a karaoke night, Frost smirked. Let's go, and maybe we'll bring back a new friend, Naruto smirked. Oh, just go already, Barry remarked as the two smiled and walked away. What is it called? Frost inquired. Naruto smirked and said, the press box. After a few hours, Frost smirked, come on Naruto, get your sexy ass up here. She's only had 2 drinks, how's she hammered already? Naruto wondered. Come on, Naruto, Naruto, Naruto. Frost encouraged the audience to join in. You are a total badass, how do you get drunk so quickly? Naruto inquired as he joined her on stage. I added a little rocket fuel to my drinks, Frost explained, referring to her incredible healing power. As music began to play, Naruto murmured into her ear, you are so getting it later, Snowflake.
Perfect duet with Beyoncé by Ed Sheeran. I found a love for me. Oh darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl beautiful and sweet. Oh, I never knew you were the someone waitin' for me cause we were just kids when we fell in love not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time but darling, just kiss me slow, your heart is all I own and in your eyes, you're holding mine baby, I'm dancing in the dark. Well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know, he shares my dreams, I hope that someday we'll share a home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time darling, just hold my hand, be your girl, you'll be my man and I see my future in your eyes.
Well, baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song when I saw you in that dress looking so beautiful. I don't deserve this darling, you look perfect tonight, they sung together before the instrumental began. Frost smirked, I swear hearing him sing makes me so hot for him. It always does for me, Caitlin stated, as hearing Naruto sing was like a truly magical experience.
Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms barefoot on the grass while listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see now. I know I have met an angel in person and she looks perfect, and he looks perfect. No, I don't deserve this, you look perfect tonight, the two sang as the crowd cheered and applauded them.
A few moments later, drinks on me, the bartender remarked, smiling as he praised their performance.
Frost stated as she drank far too much, I need to use the bathroom.
Hey, a woman said as she approached the bar, greeting the bartender before giving Naruto a grateful look. She wore a mid-C cup and has a round ass. So, hey, was that your girlfriend up there with you or one of your rumored many lovers? She said, knowing about Naruto's rumored harem.
She is, Naruto answered, smirking. Damn, she's hot, the woman exclaimed as she gazed at Frost, who had high C-cups, an athletic figure, and a round ass. Thank you, Linda Park, Naruto remarked as he perused the sports section of the newspaper and came across her face. You know my editor would kill me if I didn't tell him you were here, Linda replied, knowing that her editor wanted a live interview with Naruto Namikaze and that many of her co-workers, including Mason Bridge, had tried to follow him and corner him into an interview. So you're not gonna tell them? Naruto smirked. Nope, Linda smirked. I form my own opinions based on what I see, not what I read. Linda smirked.
Kinda counterproductive seeing as you're a reporter, Naruto remarked, adding that he could respect her opinions because he shared some with her. Yeah, Linda replied, as she enjoyed reporting the truth and frequently stuck to the news. How do you see me? Naruto inquired. Most reporters think I'm just some man whore giving himself to any woman willing to have sex.
I'm not sure, maybe I'll interview your friend, Linda smirked.
Naruto smirked. Get her, you get me. Linda smirked and replied, oh bonus. You can bet your ass bonus, Frost replied as she returned from the bathroom. Let me tell you something. Who are you? She said, not understanding who this was. I am Caitlin Snow, and I do not feel well, her mind stated, perplexed. Okay, she's crashing, Naruto thought as he went to get her some water to drink. I'm Linda Park, and you two sang better than anyone I've seen on that stage, Linda smirked.
Frost nuzzled against him and whispered, thanks, but this hunk of man meat was the real talent.
I agree, Mr. Namikaze, you were amazing, Linda remarked with a smirk. Frost remarked with a twisted smile, that's not the only thing those lips can do.
Oh really, someone's had one too many shots, Linda replied, holding back a giggle as the inebriated woman spilled her guts. And let's not pretend you weren't undressing me with your eyes, Frost added earlier, as she spotted Linda on stage.
Okay, I'll admit it, Linda responded, not even hiding the fact that she felt ashamed. I'm pretty sure just about everyone here was doing that, Naruto observed as he observed several people inspecting them. But only one person is allowed to undress me, Frost stated with a passionate smile as he looked at Naruto. So, are the rumors true, and is the sex really that good? Linda said, having heard about Naruto's numerous romps with women. Why not come back with us to my apartment and find out? Naruto smirked as Linda excitedly licked her lips. Linda smirked and asked, how fast can we get there? Oh, you're going to love this, Frost said before leading them outside and Naruto rushed them to his flat. Warning. Lemon, oh my god, you're go. Linda tried to finish before Naruto drew her into a kiss. She moans in ecstasy before shrugging and deciding to just go with it.
Frost swiftly removed her clothing and began assisting Linda with hers, showing her athletic physique as she stepped behind her and rubbed her, making her moan into Naruto's lips as she rubbed her breasts after taking her bra off. Get red because by the time he's finished with you, you'll be ruined for all other men, she smirked before removing Linda's pants and underwear and licking her pussy and squeezing her soft ass. Naruto started kissing her neck and stroking her low D-cup breasts, causing Linda to moan loudly before she screamed when Frost started fingering her ass. Enough Frost, let's show her the only cock she'll ever need again, Naruto smirked as Frost walked away and pulled his pants down to reveal his cock. It stands to reason that Godspeed would have a godly cock, Linda murmured, caressing it with her fingers as she looked down at it. That tastes delicious, Frost exclaimed as she began sucking it aggressively as Naruto continued kissing Linda, unaware that the lights were fading significantly as Linda groaned into Naruto's mouth as he fingered her ass and caressed her breasts. Naruto placed Linda close to Frost, who was hornier, and held Frost's head, throat-fucking her. Get a better look, Naruto remarked as he moved Linda next to Frost, who was hornier, watching Frost's neck swell due to his cock. You could come gallons with balls like these, Linda murmured, fondling his balls before sucking one into her lips. Frost was fingering her own and Linda's asses at the same time. You're going to fit right in, Naruto remarked with a sneer before cumping down Frost's throat. Linda drew Frost into a kiss, swapping the cum in Frost's mouth, tasting and loving it. Naruto astonished the two women by casually picking them up and dropping them into the bed. Woohoo, let's get this fuck fest started, Linda exclaimed as she opened her legs. Frost got down on her hands and knees and shook her ass in an attempt to lure him. What do you think he has such a big bed for? She smirked.
Let's show her how we screw, Naruto remarked as he entered Frost's pussy, leaving Linda disappointed because she wasn't chosen. How about getting in front of me, so I can lick that pussy of yours? Frost smiled as he stated this. Whatever you want to say, Linda smirked as she performed what she was ordered. That's a good girl. Frost said this before Linda sat in front of her face and started eating her pussy. Oh yeah, keep on talking dirty to me, Linda moaned as she rubbed her breasts. You are such a submissive woman, Naruto smirked as he stated this. I can be when I see such an amazing dick in a hot woman, Linda stated as Frost spanked her behind, and submissive people always have so much fun, she complained. Especially when it comes to me, Frost? Naruto inquired, but all he received was a loud moan. Oh, yeah, you and God, your whole destroyer, Frost was able to say before moaning loudly and causing the temperature to plummet. Oh, you are so lucky, I like the cold, Linda commented on Frost's icy tongue, not comprehending how frigid it was. Frost, we discussed it, I don't want an Arctic room. The last time you froze the room, cleaning up was a nightmare, Naruto muttered in her ear, spanking her ass. Frost quickly focused on her abilities, not wanting Naruto to stop praising her, as he had threatened to do if she continued. Try keeping control with a horse-sized dick inside your womb, Frost remarked as Linda smudged her face. Who do you think you are, thinking you can talk back to me like that? I guess I'll have to put you in your place and remind you just who you are, Naruto said, slamming her ass. He yelled this as he exited Frost and tackled Linda. Oh, it's my turn, Linda answered with a smirk that she quickly lost as Naruto inserted his dick within her. Naruto's hands were beside her head as she wrapped her legs around him and caressed his biceps. Damn, that's a nice pack, is that a 6 or an 8? She inquired, caressing his thighs.
8. Naruto murmured as he received the extra pack when he gained his powers.
If this is how you make women feel, I can understand why they stick with you. You're highly addictive, Linda moaned with delight. Naruto gazed at Frost, who was aggressively fingering herself to compensate for the lack of his dick inside her. Fuck, I want that back inside of me, I need it, she thought anxiously. Linda screamed as Naruto punched her womb. Oh yeah, sex with you is like a drug you never want to get off of, Foxy, pound that pussy harder, she said it in ecstasy. What's the matter, Frost? Naruto smirked as he hammered into Linda. You weren't finished with me, I still need it, please. Frost was panting heavily. Not until I hear you beg for forgiveness and apologize, Naruto smirked as he stated this. And not until he pours himself inside my womb, Linda shrieked in lust, already surrendered to the pleasure. I'm sorry, master, I'll never talk back to you again, but I need to feel you inside of me, I need your cock to scratch this itch that I can't, please pound my slutty self into oblivion. Frost expressed his inability to deal with not having his dick in her.
Fuck, Linda yelled as Naruto poured his cum into her.
Clean her up, Naruto said to Frost. Frost crept over to Linda, who was twitching her tongue as it hung from her mouth.
Poor girl, a few more sessions and she'll be able to go a couple more rounds, Naruto stated as Linda quickly passed out.
I'm a good girl, and good girls get their rewards. Frost remarked this as she licked Linda's pussy and tasted his cum within. Yes, they do. You're not a good girl, are you? Naruto said this as he spanked her behind. No, I'm a bad girl. It's for you. Frost smirked before whimpering as she felt him prod and push himself against her holes. Please take any hole you want and fill it up with your dick and give me all your cum, she pleaded with him. I think I'll fuck this hole and fill them both. After so many thrusts, Naruto murmured as he forced himself into her pussy before pulling out and slamming himself into her assy. Yes, fuck my holes, please baby, stuff me full of your cum till it pours out every hole, Frost begged, as she didn't know what else she could do in the face of his onslaught on her body. Naruto grinned as he began vibrating his dick, followed by vibrating his hands as he grabbed her breasts. Frost's tongue hangs from her head, and steam comes out of her mouth as she succumbs to pleasure and bliss. Tell me, Frost, who do you belong to? Naruto inquired, smirking. I belong to you, lover, Frost smiled as he stated this. I bet you're looking forward to Irma and will joining the team, aren't you? Naruto inquired. Yeah, damn right I am, and I'm looking forward to the foursomes we'll have, baby, Frost exclaimed loudly.
I can't tell you how difficult it is for me not to fuck you or Caitlyn whenever I see that ass of yours in that lab. I really want to cut a hole in your pants and destroy it every time you bend over to do anything. Naruto smiled as he stated this.
Same thing could be said whenever you do your exercises, Frost shouted loudly as she and Caitlin fingered themselves while watching him do his exercises half naked. Says the woman who works out in yoga pants. Naruto smirked as Caitlin's sweatpants gripped closely against the lower portion of her body. I'm so close, please come inside me, flood my holes with it, Frost begged as she really needed to be filled. Naruto fulfilled her desire and filled her 2 holes with water.
Ah, thank you, Naruto, Frost exclaimed as she let out a powerful orgasm. I adore you, I swear one of these days you'll knock us all up, Frost murmured as she leaned into his chest, wondering if she could have children due to her physiology when she was in control.
And I'll be there for you and those children, and I'll raise them with you all, Naruto said, smiling. Frost smiled as a tear trickled down her cheek, praying for a better future. Naruto grinned as he held Linda and Frost in his arms and they all fell asleep. End of the Lemon, STAR Labs the next day. Caitlin exited the elevator wearing sunglasses and a scarf while Naruto was drinking Gatorade. Hey, he explained to her. So loud. Caitlin said, her head pounding. Frost messed up your system. Naruto stated that Caitlin lacked Frost's remarkable healing abilities. I admire your ability to stay sober. I don't recall much from last night, Caitlin stated. I found a true love. Naruto smirked as he stated this.
Oh, I remember Frost singing better than me. Caitlin expressed her envy.
You most likely can, it just takes some practice. Naruto smirked as he stated this. Oh man. Who died? Caitlin wondered as she noticed Cisco and Hartley waiting for them in the brain. She explained that because they were too calm and weren't arguing, it meant doomsday or someone died. We don't know how to fix Ronnie. And to make matters worse, he's building up energy, Hartley remarked, referring to a cell they discovered that was slowly but gradually generating up energy.
That is, if we don't figure out how to fix them, kaboom. Atomic blast. Naruto explained that if cells or matter continued to absorb energy, it would eventually lead to combustion, and since Ronnie utilized nuclear energy, he would be as powerful as a nuke. How long do we have? He questioned.
What? I'll be there right away, Barry said as he hung up the phone. What happened? Harrison inquired. It's my father who's been stabbed. Barry expressed concern. I swear, Joe, Naruto hoped that this was just a coincidence. Go, we'll handle things here, he added, wishing Barry could spend time with his father. Before speeding away, Barry said, thank you. Based on these numbers, we have a couple months before Ronnie's radiation levels rise. In theory, something like a quantum splicer could be used to fix this, but do we have enough time to make one? Harrison stated that the Tachyon device may be used since it converted energy. We have months, we must use them, but I'm not sure we'll be able to get the materials here quickly enough. Naruto stated that they would need to construct one that could withstand radiation.
Well, if we put our heads together, we can figure something out. Hartley admitted that working on something to successfully ensure Ronnie and Stein's separation would be difficult.
While I was bringing you here, Naruto, I finished Irma and Will's suits. Cisco smirked as he displayed 2 full-body costumes, one navy and one baby blue. I might make a few changes here and there, but nothing major. Naruto smirked as he stated this. Everyone's a critic. Cisco expressed his displeasure. Well, if you want, could you make one for me? Caitlin inquired. And maybe help me with mine. I could use an upgrade from what I'm wearing, Harley stated. Naruto dashed away, handing Caitlin a present labeled, for Caitlin and Frost.
Caitlin kissed his cheek as she noticed a long navy blue leather jacket with what appeared to be a snowflake and navy blue armbands, black combat boots, and faux leather leggings. It's no Godspeed suit, honey, but it's something. Here's a mask, Naruto replied with a smile, handing her a navy blue mask with a similar style to the one Barry gave Oliver. I thought you said you hated domino masks, Hartley stated as he considered wearing one. I do, but Caitlin and Frost switch places so frequently that people will notice, and they share the same face, so you'd be an idiot not to put it together in public, Naruto stated. Yeah, and as you said about dominoes, they hide the eyes and nose but not the entire face. With a smile, Cisco stated. Shut it, Hartley, and here you go. Naruto handed him some goggles with tinted lenses,
explaining that they had one-way lenses built in with a scanner to analyze an object to give you its frequency. It's connected to your gloves, also it'll allow you to see as if you were wearing your glasses. With a smile, he said. Sweet, but you made the domino because you ran out of materials for a better mask, didn't you? With a smile, Hartley said. Shut it. Naruto stated as he rushed through the material. Hartley and Cisco exchanged high fives with a smile.
Oh, almost forgot about here. Naruto stated as he presented Harley with a little hood and a full black bodysuit. Welcome to the team, Pied Piper. With a smile, he said.
What? No high-tech flute? I'm joking, of course. Hartley stated that he liked the equipment. A flute? Cisco stated as though he was considering manufacturing one. You're not making a touched-out flute, Cisco. Hartley stated that because he does not play the instrument. But it'd go with your name, you know, like the Pied Piper in those stories, with the rats? Cisco smirked as Hartley gave him a disapproving look. Well, I hope you are all ready. Naruto smiled and said. Why? Cisco inquired, perplexed. You'll have to wait and see. After a few hours, are you a cop or something? Shauna inquired in front of the car.
Something hot stuff. Naruto said, smiling beneath his mask.
Kinda dumb to be out of the car, dude. Irma said this while gazing at Clay, who was standing near the automobile.
Yeah, man, although it wouldn't matter much. Will said this while dragging her hand across the wall, creating little lightning strikes.
Put the gun down right now. Thea stated while using a minor voice modulator. Or see what a high-tech robot can do. Cisco's voice came through the Mecha Kyuubi outfit, containing his excitement at being able to wear it.
I swear I should have torched that thing. Naruto stated this because he knew Cisco would never give it up.
You'll have to catch up with me first. Shauna stated that she is unwilling to simply quit up. We've got you surrounded, dude, come on, it's over, Barry stated. Also, Naruto said as a high-pitched sound destroyed all the lights.
Shauna backed up against Clay and said, no. Will you come quietly, or will things have to get a little chilly? As she froze Clay's automobile, Frost stated. Do you get cold? Cisco stated, I'll get to work on it. Frost admitted that her words sounded weak. I'm not going back into prison. Clay grabbed Shauna and held the gun to her temple. Now, all you freaks, back up, he stated. You won't do it, Parker, because you love her. Carrie pointed an arrow at him. I loved her when she was normal, but now she's just a freak. Now back up or her brains will be splattered all over the ground. I said back off. Clay yelled until Godspeed began to dance around him. Shauna, please teleport. Naruto remarked this as he was making a light source for her. Shauna teleported close to Godspeed, tears welling up in her eyes. Barry rushed in and hit Clay in the face, knocking him out. Didn't you know he was going to do that? That's why you got us all? He inquired, and received a nod in response as Shauna spit on the unconscious guy she thought she loved. A few moments later, why are we eating ice cream on a roof? Shauna inquired about Godspeed, Cupid, Speedy, Pied Piper, and Frost. Because I want to talk to you, Shauna, or as my cold friend here has nicknamed you, Peekaboo. Naruto stated that Frost loved the name Caitlyn chose for herself. Why do you all care? Shauna expressed amazement that she hadn't been arrested. Because we've been where you are, Frost explained, knowing exactly how Caitlyn felt. We believe you have the ability to do good. That is, if you want to, Speedy stated. I mean, you started off better than I did. As he attempted to do a lot of bad, Hartley exclaimed. Me too. Cupid murmured, a little smile on his face. I became obsessed with someone after losing a lot of people who I thought cared about me but didn't, she smirked. Like us, you have the potential to become someone great, someone who can inspire others to do good. But it's entirely up to you whether you choose to be a hero or live a normal life. Thea stated that she believed in free will. I can only teleport. What good can I do? Shauna inquired, perplexed. My father can teleport, and he's very good at it. The point is that we can all help in our own manner. All you need is a push in the correct direction. You also agree to help me meet with a doctor, give up drugs, and I'll get rid of your record, Naruto stated with a sneer. He stated that it would not be difficult given her misdeeds. Is that some kind of bribe? Shauna inquired, perplexed. No, it's just a promise. Naruto stated that everything is a matter of choice. Let's see, I get a clean slate, I get to team up with a world-famous superhero,
and I get to help people? Shauna inquired about the benefits.
Also, I have a job. Thea smirked as the woman appeared to be a competent barista. Sold, Shauna remarked, smirking. Is this the part where we take off our masks, or something? Hartley inquired, perplexed.
No trust is earned, it is given freely, Naruto told him. I figured you'd say that, but I felt compelled to inquire. As he took off, Hartley shouted.
Here, Naruto said this while handing Shauna 2 cards, one with the name Naruto Namikaze and the other with the name Caitlin Snow. Contact them to be checked out, they're both doctors, and they'll show you where to meet, he explained to her.
Is that Naruto Namikaze? I've always wanted to meet that hottie. Shauna murmured as Frost laughed quietly.
After a few days, today, I want to tell you all something amazing about the goodness that exists within each and every one of us.
We have people out there saving lives, such as CCPD, fire departments, and doctors, but I want to tell you about people who seem to have taken up the mantle of hero. Godspeed, our city's Golden Guardian, and his team. The newest addition to him and the Flash are Frost the Ice Lady with a frozen touch so cold it burns. She has put out multiple fires and stopped a bombing. Speedy and Cupid, the mistresses in red believed to have a connection to our sister city's Starling Vigilante, both leather-clad women, have stopped multiple acts of violence, a few shootouts, and a few rapes. These 2 women are true inspirations.
Pied Piper has helped safely break through rubble when a building collapsed and a child was trapped inside.
The 2 newest heroes are Surge and Aqua, 2 female heroes, though opposites seem to work great together, always finding a way to stop bad guys. We've also been getting reports of a 3rd Archer, ladies and gentlemen, working from the shadows, stopping very illegal black market deals. And finally, our newest female hero, ladies and gentlemen, the hero with a child-friendly name, Peekaboo, a woman that can teleport, bringing in people that are wanted into the CCPD precinct. I'm sure the squad will grow, but for now, we can rest easy knowing that our city is being guarded by these courageous, selfless heroes. Linda Park's newspaper byline said, with a big divide showing photographs of each hero. Park, this is by far the best story you've posted. You're no longer involved in sports and are now working with West, who will work on getting the Flash. According to Edward Larkin, this piece was causing all of the papers they produced to fly.
Wow, that was incredible. How did you get so good? Iris inquired, perplexed.
I know a guy. Linda grinned and said, would you mind telling me your name? Mason Bridge inquired, swallowing a smear, as he suspected Linda had discovered some powerful sources. Nope. Now, if you don't mind, I have a date. Linda smiled when Naruto entered carrying a white rose. For me? She inquired, I love white roses. Holy shit, you're Naruto Namikaze, Mason exclaimed, nearly choking on his smear. That's my name. Last time I checked, you might want to clean your shirt there, pal. Naruto said as he stepped out the door with Linda. He smirked and replied, later, Iris. Who else do you know? Mason inquired because he assumed she was a common nobody. What on earth does that have to do with anything? Iris inquired, perplexed. Getting the inside scoop on the Flash and Godspeed is one thing, but that walking, talking moneybag is something else entirely, Mason stated. Are you sure? I'm familiar with him, he's a great person. Iris stated that Naruto had his moments, but he was okay in her opinion. That guy is breaking news gold, Mason stated as he attempted to stalk Naruto. This coming from his former stalker. Yeah, I heard about that. As she learned Naruto's father clocked Mason after multiple reports of stalking a few years ago, Iris replied. Yeah, it's not fun. Mason sighed as he recalled his probationary time following that.
According to the report, you were also on the wrong end of a fox's teeth. With a slight laugh, Iris said,
I swear that fox was possessed by a demon. Mason explained that he needed a few sutures. What is your point? Do you want me to question him or something? Iris inquired, not intending to do it. Come on, his parents have done countless interviews, but he only goes to exposés and presentations. Imagine what he's hiding. Mason attempted to pique her interest.
That man saved my father's life after he was poisoned, so I'm not going to take advantage of him just to get a juicy story for you. Iris stated that Naruto was in the hospital the day her father was poisoned in prison, promptly treating him inside the ambulance. Alright, how about we ask about this so-called Burning Man or Fire Lady? He appears to have a penchant towards the impossible. Mason stated that Iris had a file with her impossible files and 2 contact informations on it, which he ran and discovered belonged to Barry Allen and NN, who he now understood was Naruto Namikaze. That's why he and my friend Barry make such great friends. Iris smiled as she stated this.
Yes, Barry Allen, he works with STAR Labs, right? Mason inquired while conducting an investigation of Harrison's disclosure to the public.
I'd tread very carefully with my next words, Mason, because you're on very thin ice. Iris stated that when Godspeed told her about the accelerator and metahumans, she decided not to reveal STAR laboratories and instead conducted bios on anybody with powers she could locate.
Are you threatening to kill me, Ms. West? Mason inquired, hoping to discover anything useful. Keep your distance from my friends. They are not permitted, Iris stated strongly, as she would defend her friends against anything. Let's not forget, who can fire you, Mason stated.
Yeah, our boss, and given what happened with Naruto and the fact that this is my personal business, I can easily file a harassment lawsuit against you for stalking my friends, Iris smirked.
You're fine. Mason expressed his admiration by saying, Cop's daughter, remember? Iris remarked, recalling how her father had taught her what to say to individuals in positions of power.
While it jitters, okay, tell me what you think, Thea asked her fellow heroes as she poured them a drink. Cupid's love potion, Carrie commented, describing her drink as sweet but flavorful.
Frost latte, Caitlin said as she and Frost swapped places to keep her hair from turning. The Piper's sweetness, Hartley observed, noting that he liked something a little stronger. Pure aqua, Irma said, referring to her coffee as a healthy beverage. Surge's charge, Will commented as her coffee was loaded with energy sources ranging from sugar and caffeine to energy drinks. Cisco wrote this one, but a Flash a Chino? Asked Barry, who didn't like the moniker. I think the Flash works as a coffee name and a hero name, Thea smirked.
Thank you, Barry remarked gratefully. What's your drink? He inquired, as they couldn't give Nissa a hero name because she didn't have one. I've tried some names, how's speedy recovery? Thea inquired, as hers was a quick and easy to prepare coffee in the morning.
PK Boom, another of Cisco's attempts, Barry laughed. I actually liked that one because it was a surprising explosion of flavor in your mouth, Shauna commented as she sipped her coffee. Okay, did we get everybody? Naruto inquired as he and Linda entered the room. Yeah, they all agreed as they sipped their hero-named coffee. How'd you get our likeness right? Barry inquired, knowing that they were nearly hard to obtain. I got mad skills, Naruto smirked, as he owned them and only granted Thea and Central City permission to use their heroes for commerce. I can't wait for you all to read the article one wrote, it's going to blow all others out of the water, Linda said with a smirk as she watched them pull out a newspaper. I sent Edward my first draft yesterday, he said I did a good job but I thought he was revising it, she explained because articles weren't always posted right away. Whatever, we loved it, finally Central City is hearing about the good we do, Barry replied, explaining that the reason he wasn't in Linda's article was because Iris was focusing on him in Naruto.
Who knew doing good would feel so good? Shauna smiled.
I know, right? I've even seen some kids dressed up like me, Hartley smiled, as it felt wonderful to be regarded as a good role model. And we inspired a Girl Scout troop and multiple classes of women learning self-defense, Thea remarked in the field as she and Carrie backed each other up. We're finally proving that there is good in this city, it's amazing, Will smirked.
So, where are we with our flaming friend? Hartley said, knowing they had a few months but not liking the idea of a walking nuke. Good news and bad news, Naruto remarked neutrally, the good news is we have a splicer, the bad news is we don't know if it'll fully work. He said this since they had a prototype ready but were still working on a true fix.
Should I back up? This is clearly hero talk, Linda asked. Sweetie, you basically made us look like rock stars, you're welcome here, Hartley said. I should expand this place, Thea said, noting that it was smaller than her old club and that she was considering making it more than just a coffee shop.
Yeah, with how many people come here, it can get a little cramped at times, Irma admitted with a tiny smile. Thank you for offering me a job here, by the way, she remarked with a smile.
You're welcome. So is there anything on this so-called fire lady going around the internet? Carrie said, as they kept an eye on Iris' blog and other sightings on social media or what people report. I think I know who it is, Naruto muttered, his stomach sinking as he hoped he was incorrect. Who? Will inquired, perplexed. Tyranny Cook, Naruto muttered, wondering what was preventing him from remembering particular people from his prior life. Irma coughed, attempting not to spew her coffee on them. "Tyranny?" she exclaimed, stunned. "We're talking about the same girl who's scared of practically everything, right?" Will asked, recalling Tyranny's fear of almost everything in the world.
She was a little nervous around things, and yeah, Naruto recalled something about her.
Will inquired, "Wait, wasn't there a fire at her house the night the accelerator exploded?"
Oh yeah, I think someone said something about something in the kitchen she tried cooking for the first time, Irma added, recalling receiving the report as a rookie who needed to do filing and trying to call Tyranny only to find her lying dead.
"So the fire gave her pyrokinetic abilities, and apparently she's having trouble controlling them," Naruto explained, noting that Tyranny was not one to disappear.
Another thing, each report of the Fire Lady shows her getting closer and closer to STAR Labs. I think she's scared and trying to find help to figure out what happened to her, Hartley said as he pulled up a list of fires, a few of which were labeled as spontaneous or unexplained in both the Tyranny's home area between it and STAR Labs. Tyranny is smart, she might be trying to do something, Irma speculated, pointing out that Tyranny isn't the sort to sit and wait.
"So we're dealing with a flaming Ronnie who could pop his top and blow up the city, and a scared girl with fire powers who can literally set anything ablaze," Will stated as she witnessed the fires Hartley mentioned and saw how many people died in them.
Better never let Mick meet her, Naruto muttered, fearing what the pyromaniac might do to a woman who could make fire.
"A woman who can control lighting, water, and fire, what's next? Earth?" Carrie inquired. "Alright, let's get to work," Naruto stated solemnly. "City center. If one were to gaze at Central City from orbit, they would notice two ever-increasing heat sources. I can't stop it, I can't stop it." A dark-skinned woman rocked herself, her head on her knees, as the air around her burnt. "I need help," Ronnie replied as he pursued Martin Stein's colleague.
"We need to go to STAR Labs," a voice in his head said. "You're correct," Ronnie claimed as Naruto was as sharp as anyone. He knew he was going to depart until he noticed his colleague.
"Young man, are you lost?" inquired the man. Ronnie's mind began to clash and he attempted to converse to the man, only to burst into flames. The following day, "Okay, so it appears that our decision to let Ronnie roam free has come to an end," Harrison stated, glancing at a report of a man in severe condition as a result of the Burning Man. "Stein, what have you gotten yourself into?" Naruto wondered, concerned about Ronnie and Stein.
"They're becoming more unstable, and we need to find them," Hartley stated, referring to the fact that the cell they had from when they fused was the only indicator they had.
"Using his powers may accelerate the clock," Naruto warned, making everyone concerned. "How fast would that cut our time?" Carrie wondered, knowing that she and Thea weren't much use in a battle with the crazy guy, and that any pain they caused him might hurry up the clock. "I propose we look for areas with signs of increased heat. That should work, right?" Cisco stated as he scanned the area for heat sources. "We can't use the Geiger counter because we moved too quickly," Naruto stated as Barry picked up a Geiger counter. "Why not look in places where homeless people live? Like under bridges and stuff, could that help?" Will suggested because Ronnie was not in a stable enough state to conceal and no charges were made between his and Martin's accounts.
"Why am I getting a reading of a source of immense heat right outside the building?" Cisco wondered as he examined the scanners.
"How do people keep knowing to come here?" Harrison wondered, not wanting another blackout situation to occur. "It's Tyranny, oh my god," Irma gasped, glancing at her buddy, who was literally on fire.
"Irma, stay here, you're back up, we don't know what water can do to her, it might kill her," Naruto stated, not knowing if putting out Tyranny's fire meant she'd die.
"Why don't you just go out there and talk her down like you always do?" Barry suggested. "Because it's been a year since this happened to her, and she was easily startled before that," Naruto explained as he examined his outfit.
"Yeah, but she knows you, right?" Thea inquired.
"Okay, I'm going," Caitlin remarked as Frost took over. "Oh no, you're not fire versus ice, that's not a good thing," Naruto stated emphatically.
"Oh, don't get your knickers in a tangle, I'm going to lower the temperature around you to dampen her flames," Frost stated as Cisco scanned her temperatures and discovered she was blazing a nice one. Irma yelled fiercely, "Someone hurry up and fucking do something."
Naruto dressed up and dashed up to her. "Ms. Cook, don't be afraid. I won't hurt you," he said, only for Tyranny to burst out laughing. "Right, she's easily startled," he thought in pain. "Gee, Godspeed?" You have to help me, I'm scared, Tyranny exclaimed as her flames grew larger. Okay, fuck being Godspeed right now, Naruto thought, she needs a friend, not a man behind a mask, he thought as he removed his mask. Tyranny, it's me. It's Naruto, he murmured quietly, trying not to scare her.
Tyranny's flames dulled slightly as she asked, and Naruto? Yeah, and I know you're scared right now, but I need you to calm down, Naruto said, seeing the fear in her eyes. Tyranny, there is a trick to using emotions-based powers like this one, you just need to take a breath and let it all go, he said, as when he was younger he wished he knew that whenever he gave into Kurama's chakra. Tyranny nodded, closing her eyes and taking a deep breath that she slowly exhaled as she thought happy thoughts and calmed herself.
That's it, you're doing great, Naruto stated as the flames began to fade. Tyranny sighed as she examined her hands and noticed that they had regular skin rather than flames, showing her high DD cup breasts, curvaceous physique, and fat thick ass. Nice to see you again, Naruto murmured, trying not to stare at her revealing physique. Nice to see you, do you have any clothes? Tyranny asked, before concealing herself because her clothes had a few holes from being burned into. Naruto smiled and answered, yeah. A few moments later. There's an emergency release in there, Naruto stated with a smile as Tyranny was in a particular cell she wanted to be in until they could get her a dampener for her powers, which everyone felt was necessary due to the nature of her talents but still didn't enjoy locking her in there.
Thank you for the new clothes, these don't have holes that show my goods, Tyranny smirked as they laughed a little.
We're going to train you, but first we have to help you learn how to control your powers, so a dampener is being made for you, and then we're going to call your parents, who have been worried sick, Irma remarked, preferring to hear a friend's voice to a complete stranger's. Thank you, Tyranny answered cheerfully. Guys? Thea asked as a woman with red hair wearing a dark purple tight complete bodysuit strolled into the cortex. Betty? Cisco inquired, his gaze fixed on her. Hey Cisco, Betty responded, smirking. Does anyone mind filling me in? Hartley inquired, perplexed. Perhaps later, but right now we have a problem, Betty remarked solemnly. It's going to be one of those days. What is it? Thea inquired, as this had become the new usual. Ealing, Naruto stated as he walked in, and he's here for her and Ronnie, Stein. Ealing recognized the guns as full military grade. That guy doesn't give up, does he? Cisco asked. Naruto, Betty, and Harrison all said, no, he's been monitoring Clarissa's house, most likely for residual radiation from when Ronnie went there. So now it's a race to find Ronnie, Stein before he does, Barry stated, expressing his displeasure with the general. No, we have to drop to his level, Naruto stated, perplexing everyone. Hartley, how good are you and Cisco if I used a remote flash drive on Ealing's work? Naruto said, as he only had information on what he did to Grodd and Betty. Pretty good, Cisco remarked, but it might be difficult to hack Ealing's server, because Ealing has access to high-end servers. Don't we know a pretty good hacker? Thea remarked with a sneer. Felicity already messed with the government in college, Naruto explained after asking Felicity to assist him with Ealing. Then what can we do? It's not like we can just go right into their servers, Hartley remarked, noting that the military was cutting edge, with dozens of people performing system checks on its software. What if we could? How about a Trojan horse program? Offered Naruto. Can we come up with a solution soon? Every minute we waste as 1 minute Ealing gets closer to them, Caitlin worried as she was with Naruto when he discovered what Ealing had done to him and knew Ealing would do the same, if not worse. Well, if we did the Trojan horse, it'd have to be one hell of a piece of malware, Cisco remarked, knowing that this would require some work. But how could we deliver it? We can't just walk into his base, can we? Cisco inquired, as Naruto or Barry required to type in numbers and swipe IDs at several or specific entrances, and even if they phased inside, they didn't know the floor plan because military locked their designs for bases.
All to it, Harrison stated, shocking everyone. Just focus on making the virus as you look for them.
How the hell is he gonna get in period? Irma wondered. Ealing sees me as a minor threat as well as a valuable asset, Harrison explained, noting that getting inside would have been the simple part. But the challenge is getting back out, you know that right? Will asked, as Ealing quickly realized Harrison was participating or doing something. Let's focus on Ealing later, we have an atomic explosion to stop first, Naruto said as the city took priority. Let's check under bridges, look in places where homeless people live. It's as good a start as any. He said as his parents had helped the homeless fundraisers and charities and they always found them in abandoned buildings or under bridges. You guys search me, and Hartley will start on the virus, Cisco remarked as they prepared to call Felicity for assistance. Naruto would have spoken more, but his phone rang, and when he saw the caller ID, he froze in rage and replied, "What do you want, Ealing?" He muttered, giving Hartley and Cisco looks to hack his phone and put it on speaker. "Oh, nothing much, Mr. Namikaze, just ways to keep my people safe from threats," Ealing responded, everyone on the other side of the line knowing he was smirking. Naruto snarled, "You're a true patriot, you disgusting sack of shit." "I see you're still upset about your pet monkey," Ealing replied, referring to Grodd. "Just hurry up and tell me what you want," Naruto said, not wanting to hear his voice any longer than necessary. "I'll cut you a deal, Mr. Namikaze. I recognize you and Mr. Allen," Ealing remarked smugly. "What did you do?" Naruto asked, his gaze fixed on Barry. Mr. Allen made it surprisingly easy because he was seen in 2 cities at 2 close times impossible for travel, Ealing said, noting that he had monitoring in both cities. "What the hell do you want?" yelled Naruto angrily. "My assets," Ealing stated emphatically. "Please, I have enough information on you with Betty to put you in an awkward position with Uncle Sam," Naruto smirked. "And what makes you think anyone will listen?" asked Ealing. "Do you not realize who you're talking to?" Naruto asked, as everyone knew he was trustworthy. "Yes, a man with many lovers, such as Lisa Snart, Linda Park, and Sapphire Stag, and then there's your mother the assassin. I wonder how people will react to that revelation?" "You do anything to them, and I will tear you apart," raged Naruto. "Unlike you, Mr. Namikaze, I am not afraid to take risks in order to improve our soldiers. I will get what is mine, and you will not be able to stop me. This is war, and there will be casualties," Ealing added before hanging up. Naruto yelled as he hurled items from the table. He hissed viciously, "He hurts them, and I will kill him." Betty smirked as she said, "Thanks for the love. How does he know that stuff?" Barry wondered. "Well, either someone from the disbanded league wants to kill or torture my mother, or Argus got the information and passed it on to Ealing," Naruto remarked, wondering if this was Waller. "Both theories are correct, beloved," Nissa stated as she walked in, startling Cisco. "God," said Cisco, clutching his heart. "I despise assassins," he grumbled. "Merlin," Thea responded, certain he was involved. Nissa confirmed her feelings, saying, "Yes. So this is the wife, good choice," Will said, as did the other girls when Naruto informed them about her. "Yeah, later, you said both were correct, so what did Waller have?" Naruto inquired.
Apparently she knew about Mr. Allen when he ventured to Starling City, as he is a person of interest as he worked directly in this lab after his coma, Nissa stated.
"God, I despise smart people," Barry admitted, feeling a bit bad. "At least it wasn't Lila who told her," Cisco remarked, attempting to calm Naruto down. "No, it was Waller who discovered it, and that is far worse," Naruto answered as they were being overrun. "So, what happens now?" Betty inquired. "We fight back," Naruto answered, smirking. "But how? Isn't blackmail Waller's thing? If we do something, what's to stop them from attacking people we know?" Barry wondered, not wanting Joe and Iris to be in risk. "I have an idea, but it is borderline insane," Naruto stated solemnly. Everyone said genuinely, "We're in." "So, which comes first, dealing with them or going after Stein, Ronnie?" Cisco inquired. "Both of us will need to be precise if we're going to do this," Naruto smirked. "We need 3 teams," he smirked, 1 for Argus, 1 for Ealing, and 1 for Ronnie.
"Will I?" Cisco asked. "No, Cisco," Naruto said as Cisco was about to join in again. "Barry, Thea, Cupid, you 3 go to Starling. Heard Waller made a home there for Argus," he said as he kept an eye on the woman. "Irma, Frost, Plastique, and Peekaboo will handle Ronnie," he continued, claiming that they were the ideal team for Ronnie. "Me, Will, Hardly, Nissa, and Harrison will break into the government," he simply stated. "Well, then, what do I do?" Cisco inquired. "You'll monitor communications. Team 1 will handle deleting information Argus has on all of us. Team 2 will try and disable Ronnie from doing what he's doing before he goes off. And Team 3 we need to cripple Eiling's operation, destroy all his files and research, and make all his illegal shit public if possible," Naruto said.
Cisco shrugged. "Wow, so I've basically become Felicity." With a smile, he said, better than nothing. Don't be harsh on Felicity, man. The arrow would be dead without her on more than one occasion, Barry stated, as the little blonde exuded strength. Let's go, Minma. Please keep an eye on Tyranny and attend to all of her needs, Naruto stated to his robot, who nodded. Of course, sir, glad to help anyone, the robot remarked as it approached her cage. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked are we if any of us fails? Hartley said as two government organizations and a walking talking nuclear guy combined. 100, Naruto answered, because they were dealing with a lot of things that may go wrong. I believe we will succeed, beloved, after all, it is your plan, Nissa remarked with a sneer.
I hope so, Naruto said, knowing that Barry could easily get in and out of Argus, but he was sending Speedy and Cupid as backup in case he needed a distraction or got caught. He was sending Frost mainly because she could drop the heat of Ronnie, and because Ronnie inside there might recognize her, Irma, Plastique, and Peekaboo were there as a precaution, and finally he and Harrison would go into Ealing. Let's get to work, Harrison stated solemnly as they began. To be continued.
That's it for this podcast. Thanks for listening to this video. I hope you did enjoy this particular story, and if you did, like, share, and subscribe for more. And thank you all for helping support, and have a great day.